That's the beginning of
Here we go. Fun story. So the bike I'm riding is actually the bike that my dad gave me when I turned 12 years old. It's an original Schwinn Cruiser, and I used to ride it all over everywhere with my best friend Holly when we were little girls. Love this bike. I'll make sure we get a picture in the video. And so now that I'm back here in Huntington Beach riding my bike, this bike sat in my garage for, well, a really long time. I am now 49 and I got this bike when I was 12, so you can do the math, but it is one thing that I did keep and I am so glad I did. And Jim, who's behind me over there, he fixed it up for me as a surprise one weekend when I was out of town. So this bike means a ton to me. So there's just a fun little story to get us started. All right, I wanted to talk to you about life coaching and working with me. I have just put together a brand new program called Permission. And permission is what it's all about, because we stay stuck when we're afraid to give ourselves permission, like I did way back when. I was afraid to give myself permission to follow my intuition. And so I've just created this whole program. It's a 2.5-month program, 10 sessions, email coaching in between our weekly coaching sessions, which, by the way, just a little FYI, you don't have to live here in California to coach with me. I coach with people all over the country. I do my coaching through video communication, a program called Zoom. And that way we get to sit knee to knee and we get to talk, and I get to coach you and I get to listen to you. And another thing I wanted to say is you don't have to be in faith crisis. You could have been through your faith crisis, because here's the little secret. All of the things that I do with my clients, all of the things we talk about are all the offshoots of your life, right? So it's dealing with your family members, it's dealing with your children, it's dealing with maybe your career, or you're starting in a career. It's anything that's kind of weighing heavy on your heart. And I give you the tools, actual real tools. It's not my advice. Advice is a whole other story. When you coach with me, I teach you the tools and then I walk you through using them in whatever area of your life. Yes, I specialize in helping people who maybe are in faith crisis. Maybe you had your faith crisis 10 years ago, like me, and you're just still struggling with a few things in your life that you just haven't received closure on, or maybe it's just something else and you just relate to me and we could talk about whatever you want. One of the many things I talk, like I just did with one of my clients who is working on relationships with his children. And you know, when you get to be an empty nester and kids have flown the coop, so to speak, it's a different dynamic. And we talk through things like that. We talk through relationships with mothers. Let me just tell you, I could build a whole niche just around helping people work through their issues with their mothers. Seriously, it comes up in every session with someone, not every session, but every time I work with someone, it comes up and we talk about it. You know, the parent-child relationship's a huge one, and believe it or not, it still affects you even when you're a grown-up, even me. So I just wanted to invite you to work with me. Yeah, when you step into your power, you own your thoughts, you no longer blame. And if you are still finding yourself blaming the church for a lot of things, if that is something you need coaching on, I can totally help you with that. It's very easy to place blame, even in relationships, right? It's easier to place blame, always easier than taking ownership for anything. And that doesn't mean you've done anything wrong, but sometimes we put so many expectations on other people that it festers and we get mad and frustrated and angry. And we believe all our thoughts. You know that I work in our thoughts and in your brain. And I help you change neural pathways that have been developing for as long as you've been alive. You know, we are conditioned through our family. We are conditioned through the religion we've been raised with. We're conditioned through society. There are so many things that we are conditioned that have shaped our mind and have shaped everything that we do. And so when you work with me, I help you unlearn some old thought habits. I help you reform things so that you're in charge of your life. You're the boss. You're the boss of it all. And it all starts in your brain. And that beautiful brain of yours that is probably committed to some thoughts that aren't serving you anymore. And I can help you with that. So I just want to invite you to work with me. Email me at amyloganlife@gmail.com or head over to my website, which is amyloganlife.com, and sign up for the 10 post-Mormon life hacks. And with that, you'll be added to my list where every Friday I send out a My Letter Friday letter that's full of coaching just for people who are on my list. They're not even, some of them are clients, some are not. Some are getting to know me, and that's how I get to communicate with you. And I go a little deeper into some of the topics than I do here on YouTube, just as a thank you. Thanks for signing up and following me and just being curious. Everything starts with curiosity. I would imagine that you leaving the church started with curiosity, and that doesn't even matter what church you left. I work with people of all different types of religions, people who've left different faiths of all kind. So yeah, it's been a while since I've connected with you. I've been busy working and developing this program. So I hope you'll come work with me. Make sure also you subscribe to my channel and you click the little bell. That way you know when I have released new video content for you.